Welcome, LEGO fans, and thanks for tuning in to my channel. Let's talk about LEGO. My name is Andy, and I hope you're all doing well today. Well, guys, we got this train station here in front of us. We're not going to work on it today. Well, at least not yet. Maybe later on in the video, but there's a few other things I want to talk about before we get to that. And one of those things being my next project. And believe it or not, I have this crazy idea of changing the color of my raised railroad track to possibly black, or black and some other color, or maybe two different colors. So it's just so plain and gray, you know what I mean? And there's so much gray in the city, like the tiles and the roads and the tiles and the sidewalks and all that stuff. So I thought, well, why not color things up with the raised line? Maybe, like I said, black, or maybe black and brown, or like maybe have one color in the center here and another color on the outside. I don't know. I don't want it to look real ridiculous. I mean, we got to do it within reason, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what colors you think would be good if I change the colors of the raised line. Black comes to my mind, but again, if you make it all black, then it might be just as boring as the gray. So, I don't know. I want your ideas. Your ideas in the comments. Also, another project idea I have is another building. Well, a couple of other buildings I want to attempt. And one of those is a garage, city garage, like a repair shop. I've got kind of the picture in my mind what I want it to look like. It'll actually look like similar to the fire station in terms of the build, because it's going to have garage doors like that, but it's not going to have that section over there with the windows and everything, because nobody lives in the garage, basically. Well, not usually, but so I might be able to do 3 garage doors and a people door without the windows. So, and I'm thinking, have some of that. There's that car repair set, the city set that I have that I could use for tools and for cars, and cars being worked on and whatnot. So what do you think about that project? It'd be about the same size as the fire station, 48 by 32, and dark gray in color. And then I have, because it was suggested in the comments that I start maybe thinking about using some snot brick techniques with my buildings. And I thought about, maybe I'll do that with the garage, because I have some sand blue ingots, gold ingots as they're called, that I want to use maybe on the garage. I don't know how that would look, dark gray with sand blue. I mean, it might look okay. I mean, I used that technique on the fire station, as a matter of fact, with light gray. See, I got those ingots right there between the 2 garage doors. Yeah, so that, it ended up being a light gray and red building. So maybe in this case we can make it dark gray and sand blue. Of course, it's going to have some light gray in it too, because I don't have those slider pieces for the garage doors. I only have in light gray. So it's going to have some light gray in it, but so that's one building I'm thinking about doing. Also, a gas station. A gas station comes to mind. I'm just not sure. I mean, I'll probably put it on a 32 by 48 plate, but the building won't be anything the size of that. It'll probably just be one side will be the building, the other side will be the gas pumps and the little roof they usually have over the gas pumps. And I'll have to go online and figure out how to build a gas pump to make it look realistic. And and all that stuff. But what do you think? What do you think of a gas station? And where do you think I should put it at? Maybe next to the motel over there? Speaking of the motel, I made one little uh, subtle change to it, which you guys were saying I should do in the comments, which I agreed with, was whoops, knocking things over. Taking a little one by one off the end of the L so it doesn't so long. I think that looks better. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it's not centered because there's a stud left on the right side, not a stud on the left side. I think that's because I might have left more space in between. I could probably scoot the O over and then the M over and have a stud on the left side as well, but I don't know. So yeah, we could put a gas station right beside the motel. That wouldn't look too bad, I guess. That's, kind of typical of a city, having a gas station next to a motel, across from a grocery store and a church. Yeah, you know. So what do you guys think of the two building projects I was just talking about, and then changing the color of the raised train line? Yeah. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And now back to the train station. I know, again, we've been working on this thing forever, it seems like. But one thing I got to do before I put it in the city is I have to build a retainer wall on both sides to cover up those exposed 2x4s on the platform, on the elevated platform. So I'm gonna probably have to end up taking out one of these supports and put it, because I'm gonna build a wall there instead. So hopefully I can take out the support without the whole thing falling down. I think just taking out one won't make it fall down, hopefully. But yeah, so that arch is gonna have to come out. And then on this side, I might be able to just build the wall out here, and that might cover it up. But I'm not totally sure. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it in its place to kind of measure or see how far in I need to build the retainer walls. Okay, so based on the calculations that I just made, it looks like I'm going to have to build it completely on this side all the way up to this post right here. And then on this side, it's going to have to go all the way up against this post. I mean, to cover the 2x4, it only has to go technically to this jumper here, this white jumper, but I might as well take it all away because there's no sense in having a little hole there. So I already took out the corner post and it didn't fall down, so that's good. So I'm going to start building a retainer type wall to match the other retainer walls from the front side. From the back side, it'll just be straight brick. But from the front side, if you can see it from the front side, it'll match the other retainer walls. That's the plan. That's the idea. So let's go ahead and build those walls and see what it looks like. All right, so I got my two retainer walls built. From this side, like I said, they're just going to look like plain bricks. From the other side, they do have the arches in, and they are just like the other retainer walls, same height and everything. So those will cover up the exposed 2x4s, wood 2x4s, behind the train station, approaching the elevated platform. So that'll make it look much better. So this right here, this area here, is where the passengers can board the train, the bottom train, the lower ground line. And then, of course, up here is where they board the raised line. Now, they don't line up exactly. Like, this is not centered with this, but I don't think that's going to be a problem because you're not going to see it from this angle anyway once it's put in there. What do you think I should put down here? Well, you probably should put some minifigures down here at least, boarding the train with some suitcases and whatnot. As a matter of fact, I just placed a parts order that's supposed to arrive later today, that I included some suitcases, and I ordered a bunch more minifigures. So when I get those, I'll put some minifigures with suitcases boarding the train here, both on the bottom and the top. So another idea that was brought to my attention for this station is putting a food truck somewhere down here on the bottom, like the burger truck. This guy right over here. Yeah, so I might throw it in down here somewhere. I don't know. Probably not right there, but maybe towards the front a little bit. So we got something going on down there. You know, instead of a actual food stand, you have a food truck. And we'll put some minifigures in there, of course. And I can't think. Oh, some bicycle parking. We'll put some bicycle parking in there on the other side as well. And that's about all I can think of right now as far as what I can put on the bottom. So I originally was going to show you my August haul, my August 1st release haul, because I got quite a few sets, but they haven't arrived yet. It's Friday, and they were supposed to arrive today, but they have not yet. They're not yet here, so I'll have to show you that next time around on Monday. So yeah, my parts order, like I just mentioned, and my August haul, minus the X-Files set. The X-Files set was back ordered. Well, it was back ordered, and then now it's being shipped. So I don't know what happened there, because I ordered it literally like 30 minutes past midnight on August 1st. So I don't see how they sold out, or they would have sold out that quickly. But anyway, they had it on back order, and then they changed it. Now it's shipping, so I should get it within a few days. Anyhow, let's go ahead and put the, I want to go ahead and put the train station on the platform just to see how the walls look. You know, although I have to take it back off again when I go to do the finishing touches on it. But let's take a look at it in the city real quick. All right, guys, there you have it. It's in the city. And you can see how there that retainer wall lines up with the, looks just like the other retainer wall there, except for I got to put the plates on top. It's got I think it's got a light gray plate and a dark gray plate to match up with the same level as the elevated platform. So I got to do that. But as you can see, no 2x4 exposed anymore. So that's the same thing on this side. As you can see back there, no 2x4 exposed, and you can see the arch there with the retainer wall. So I just got to put on those plates, and it'll match up completely with the, well, I got to put on those cheese wedges on bottom that are, yeah, on the, cover up them studs on the bottom. So I'll put those on as well. But overall, what do you think? I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, let's put this road back right there. But yeah, it's really, really close to the parking garage, so I don't think I'm going to build a bridge across. I think what I'll do, let me walk around there. I think what I'll do here is I will build a set of stairs right here. Take out this fence and put a set of stairs, well, actually maybe more over this way, so it's not in the way of the parking spot. I'll cover up these holes there from the original bridge. Put a set of stairs there, and then we'll tile all this off next to the track, and then they can basically, if they come up and park on the top of the parking garage, they come up these stairs, walk across here next to the tracks, and they can get to this upper station. So I guess if they park on the top and they want to go to the bottom station, I guess they're screwed. Because there's no way to get from the top of the parking garage down to, well, yeah, there is. Just have to go through the top station, the upper station, then you go down the stairs and to the lower station. So yeah, we got our bases covered here. So yeah, what do you think? Do you think that'll be okay if I just put a set of stairs there, tile all this off over to here? I don't know if I want to tile it off. I mean, I wanted to match up with the blue and white across here, but should I do that all the way across here in front of the parking garage, or should I make that just light gray? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, so I think she's looking pretty good in the city. Just got to take it back out and add some finishing touches, minifigures and whatnot. And so you can go down here, you can see the opening for the lower station. Although there is a gap between there, which I don't like. I'm going to have to fill that in, I think, with a base plate or a Mills plate because yeah, that's the width of the 2x4 wood 2x4. So we're gonna have to fill that in and tile it off to match the station, I think. So yeah, there's another thing I need to do. So yeah, we'll do that and we'll get this all finished up on a later video. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you guys today. So I thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate it. And until next time, please have yourself a wonderful day. And remember to keep imagining, keep creating, and keep building. I'll see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.